Okay, everyone, welcome to the next section of our presentation. My name is Jonathan Nunez, and I'm going to be covering the HR planning and recruitment segment of our presentation. There will be three main components in this section, those being recruitment, selection, and retention. These three components will allow us to retain individuals that are best suited for our company's vision and goals. If you go on to slide number 7, we'll discuss the first part of our presentation here, which is recruitment. We're going to use a combination of methods for recruiting our individuals. The main one being online recruitment. This we feel is the most cost-effective way to acquire talent for our company. There are many advantages associated with online recruiting. One of them being that we have access to many individuals with the least amount of effort. Although we do recognize there are disadvantages to online recruitment, such as having a lot of unqualified individuals submit their application to our company. So what we're going to do is have, in conjunction with online recruitment, employment agencies. Employment agencies are a little bit more costly, but we're not going to use them to the full extent that most companies use them for. We're going to use them to kind of narrow down and tone down the amount of applicants that we have to those that are more best suited for our company. And also, we're going to have employee referrals. Employee referrals is are more of a longer term goal for us to acquiring employees. We feel that a great teacher always knows another great teacher, and this is where employee referrals will come in handy for our company, for CPI. Once we find, a decent amount of employees, we can then use this. We can offer incentives to our employees, our teachers, whenever they bring in people that we feel will be best suited for CPI. If you go on to slide number 8, we discuss the legal implications of HR in our company. There are many legal issues nowadays with HR, and we must take account all of these, especially in the hiring process. The best way that we are going to protect ourselves and our company is to educate ourselves on all HR laws, all the laws that are needed when you hire people. We will focus our hiring on job skills, qualifications, anything that is relevant to the job function, and we'll do our best to avoid decisions regarding race, ethnicity, age, gender, as these things can bring on legal issues in the future. If you go on to the next slide, we discuss the next section of our presentation here, which is selection. This is where we actually choose the employees that we want to work for us. The first part of the selection process will be an application, where they just fill out an application, put down their skills, qualifications, all the experience that they have that's relevant to our job, their teaching style, and the education that they possess. Then we'll have a set of 2 interviews, which will include a structured interview and a simulation style interview. I'll discuss these in the next slide. But lastly, for selection, we will also have a background investigation, which I will discuss in the next slide as well. Okay, so if you go on to slide number 10, we discuss the interviews. The first one will be a structured format, which will basically be used just to verify all the information provided by the applicant, and kind of as a behavioral interview as well, to kind of see what type of person they are, see any behaviors that might be the ones that we're looking for with the job that we're offering them, and just things that are congruent with our organizational goals. The next interview will be more of a simulation style interview. This would basically be a presentation to us, the board of directors, on their curriculum, their teaching style, go more into detail on their plans to teach our children and our high school students, and teach them what exactly their goals are with these kids. If you go to the next slide, I discuss the background investigation. This is our last part of the selection process. This is where we make sure that the people we are hiring are the people that we're hiring, and not, somebody that we don't want to work for us, that can have negative effects on our company. We will basically conduct a thorough background investigation on any of our employees. We have to make sure that we are very careful when hiring these people, because we're exposing them to students, exposing them to minors, and we want to make sure that our students are surrounded by great mentors, great teachers, people that are going to be productive to their educational growth. Okay, and the last part of our HR planning and recruitment is retaining these employees. Okay, so we found the best matches for our organization. We have the people who we want to work for us. Now, how do we keep them working for CPI? How do we keep them from going to other organizations? Well, we have 3 ways to do this. Number 1 being promotions and growth opportunity. I feel that this is the number 1 way to retain employees, because it offers them the opportunity to grow within our company, to contribute to our company on a much higher level. We have to reward employees who are exceeding expectations at our company by offering these promotions and these growth opportunities. The next reward that we will give them will be more tangible rewards. I understand there are many companies who offer negative and positive feedback, mostly negative feedback, but we want to add something in with the positive feedback, kind of to reinforce that they're going down the path that we would like them to. And we will do that by offering things like bonuses, company trips, prizes for performance, for accomplishing our goals. Which brings us to the next way that we're going to retain our employees, is by having clear goals and metrics for our employees. In order for them to be rewarded and grow within our company, they have to know what they're doing. They have to know what we want them to do, and we have to bring that together. A lot of times, many companies do not have clear goals for their employees, which causes them to not know if they're headed down the right path. This causes a lot of turnover, and this is something that we want to prevent. And we will do that by establishing clear goals, clear metrics, so that these employees can grow within our company. That wraps up the HR planning section of our presentation, and I will bring you to the next. Thank you.